Opposition stumped by Ranil's trick. Ranil to be told to make a choice. A minister to join SJB? State minister refuses to cross over despite offer to elder brother. A non-happening northern presidential candidate.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
Opposition stumped by Ranil's trick. Surpassing all other matters, everybody is interested to know what President Ranil Wickremesinghe is going to tell the country tonight. Harin Fernando and Manusha Nanayakara have been campaigning in social media for some days that it is to be good news. They managed to obtain support for that even from some SLPP loyalists. With the campaign gaining momentum, the opposition has become entangled by Ranil's imminent speech. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa says rulers themselves cannot decide if the country is bankrupt no longer. Making that decision is up to international rating agencies. The government is disregarding those rating agencies and lying to the public that the country is now free of bankruptcy, he says.
විභාගවලට පෙනීසින්දලා දරුවෝ නෙවෙයිනේ ප්‍රතිඵල නිකුත් කරන්නේ. ප්‍රතිඵල නිකුත් කරන්නේ විභාග දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව. එහෙමනේ. එතකොට විභාග දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව තමයි දරුවෝ සමත් වුණු අසමත් වුණු ඒ ප්‍රකාශය කරන්නේ. ඒ වගේම තමයි අපිට කියාගන්න බෑ අපි බංකොලොත්ද නැද්ද කියලා රටක බංකොලොත් භාවය පිළිබඳව ඒ නිගමනයට එන්නේ රටේ ඉන්න තනි පුද්ගලින්ගේ හෝ කණ්ඩායම් වල ඕනෑපාකම් වලට නෙවෙයි මූල්‍ය දත්ත මත ජාත්‍යන්තර ශ්‍රේණිගත කිරීම ආයතන ගන්න තීන්දුවක් තුළ.
Also, Udaya Gamampila notes the country cannot be freed of bankruptcy by entering into a bilateral loan repayment mechanism.
IMF ගිවිසුමට අනුව 2022 වසර අවසන් වෙන විට අපේ සමස්ත ආණ්ඩුවේ සමස්ත විදේශ ණය ප්‍රමාණය ඩොලර් බිලියන 42ක්. මෙන්න මේව ගෙවා ගන්න බැරි වීමෙන් තමයි රට බංකොලොත් භාවයට ප්‍රකාශයට පත් කරේ. අපේ විදේශ ණය ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් කොටස් තුනක් තියෙනවා. පළවෙනි කොටස බහුපාර්ශ්වීය ණය. ඒ කියන්නේ ලෝක බැංකුව, IMF, ආසියානු සංවර්ධන බැංකුව වගේ ආයතන වලින් ගත්ත ණය. මේක තියෙනවා ඩොලර් බිලියන 11.5ක්. මේ බහුපාර්ශ්වීය ණය අපි පැහැර හැරියේ නැහැ. බංකොලොත්කම මැද්දේ දිගටම ගෙවාගෙන ආවා. දෙවෙනි කොටස තමයි ද්විපාර්ශ්වීය ණය. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉන්දියාව, චීනය, ජපානය වගේ එක් එක් රටවලින් ගත්ත ණය. මේකත් තියෙනවා ඩොලර් බිලියන 11.5ක්. ඔන්න ඕක තමයි දැන් ප්‍රතිව්‍යුහකරණය කරලා බංකොලොත් භාවයෙන් මිදුණාය කියන්න ආණ්ඩුව සැරසෙන්නේ.
SJB spokesman SM Marikar too attacks Ranil, saying he claimed similarly on March 21st last year but ended up imposing more and more taxes.
ගිය අවුරුද්දේ මාර්තු 21 වෙනිදා මේ බංකොලොත් භාවයේ මුදවගත්ත කියලා කිව්වනම් නැවත බංකොලොත් භාවයේ මුදවගත්ත කියලා ඉවරලා රංගපාන්න දෙයක් තියෙනවද? කැවුම් කිරිබත් කන්න දෙයක් තියෙනවද? මට බය තියෙන්නේ මේ ගිය පාර කරා වගේම මේ පාරත් ආයි පාරක් ඇවිල්ලා මුදවගත්තයි කියලා බොරුවක් දාලා අර ගෙවල් වලට බද්ද දාන්නද කොහෙද දැන් මේ හදන්නේ? හරිද? තව මොනවා වැඩි කරන්න හදනවද දන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට ඒ තත්වයේ තුල ජනතාවට ජීවත් වෙන්න නෙමෙයි මැරෙන්න තමයි සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ.
Anyway, Manusha's comment army is busy, posting things by the hour. He says those who don't love the country and the people are frightened by the imminent good news. It was Leader TV which first revealed Ranil's readiness to address the nation, and also that in parallel, he's going to launch his presidential election campaign. Months earlier, we spoke about a plan to recap the upcoming election on the issue of the economy. So it happened, and everybody is stuck by Ranil's trick. The opposition is arguing over whether Ranil managed to get the country out of trouble or not. Anyway, overcoming the economic crisis is the important thing for the 22 million people after having suffered immense hardships. They need a lasting solution, a future without a recurrence. Ranil to be told to make a choice. For the government, news is not so good. The Nimal Lanza faction wants President Wickremesinghe to choose between them and the Rajapaksas for support at the presidential polls, reports Deshaya, published by Ruwan Wijewardana's Wijaya Group. It quotes a senior spokesman for the faction as also warning that they will function independently if their objections are ignored, and Basil Rajapaksa continues to attend Ranil's election committee meetings. What Ranil heard on the 24th was not good news. The SLPP has taken a decision that cannot be reversed even by their leader, Mahinda Rajapaksa. At a meeting at his official residence down Wijayarama Mawatha, the party decided that the candidate of their choice should fulfill 3 key requirements, said party spokesman Sanjeewa Edirimani. Requirement number 1 is that the candidate should accept Mahinda Chinthana policies. Also, that one should be a winning candidate and should bear the SLPP's political identity.
අපි තෝරගන්න අපේක්ෂකයන් මෙන්න මේ සුදුසුකම් තුන තිබිය යුතුමයි. එක මහින්ද චින්තනය මත පදනම් වෙච්ච ප්‍රතිපත්තිමය හරපද්ධතියක් අපිට තිබුණා. ඒ ප්‍රතිපත්තිමය හරපද්ධතියට එකඟ කෙනෙක් වෙන්න ඕන. දිනන්න පුළුවන් දිනවිය හැකි අපේක්ෂකයෙක් වෙන්න ඕන. තුන්වෙනි එක තමයි අපේ දේශපාලන අනන්‍යතාවයන්ට සහ අපේ අභිමානයන්ට ගරු කරන කෙනෙක් එක්ක තමයි අපිට මේ ගමන යන්න තියෙන්නේ. මේ සුදුසුකම් තුන නැතු කහවත් දාන්න මහින්ද මහත්තයාට ඉඩ දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ස්ථිරයි.
Other SLPP figures too commented on that. In the meantime, Mahindananda Aluthgamagai and his lot say they will remain with the original decision taken by the SLPP to stick to Ranil, whom it appointed as the president.
ජනාධිපතිතුමා යන ගමනේ පිටිපස්සෙන් සහාය දෙන්නේ අපි නෙවෙයි ජනාධිපතිතුමා පත් කරේ පක්ෂය රාජපක්ෂ මැතිතුමන්ලා තමයි එතුමාව පත් කරේ. ඉතින් එතුමන්ලා ගත්ත තීරණෙත් එක්ක අපි ඉන්නවා.
Anyway, Ranil loyalists like Prasanna Ranatunga and Kanchana Wijesekara didn't utter a word at that meeting. Regional figures are insisting the party should field its own candidate, with some suggesting Namal. Speaking to journalists following a meeting at Nelam Mawata, Mahinda said they would decide in due course whether or not to support Ranil at the presidential race. "We have more than enough candidates to field," he commented. Mahinda has the final say. In a Facebook post, Colombo Telegraph editor Uvindu Kurukula Surya refers to Ranil's repeated accusations against Sajith and AKD of having fled without accepting the responsibility. But the true story, as told by Namal to Iraj, was that they didn't flee, but the Rajapaksa family chose Ranil instead for their protection. That wouldn't have happened if anyone else was chosen, says Uvindu. But Ranil's admirers say Namal's conduct negates all talk of protecting the Rajapaskas. Everybody interprets things to suit their politics. A minister to join SJB? While commenting on the political situation, Rajitha Senaratne accused the National People's Power of having no plan whatsoever for the economy and of making contradictory statements from time to time. He was addressing his dentists' fraternity at their annual convention. Pro-NPP members among them were concerned by Rajitha's presence on the occasion because he too criticises Sajith, who is attacked by Fonseca as well. The likes of Rajitha Senaratne and Sarath Fonseca may attack Sajith, but he is getting new admirers among rural politicians each day. That is being coordinated by his senior advisor Lakshman Fonseca. Lucky came under criticism by Fonseca too in recent times. But even government members seem to treat him with respect now, probably due indications in opinion polls that Sajith is in the lead. On June 18th, Lucky went to Sajith's office at the parliamentary complex. On the way, he was met by Tiran Alice at the lift. They have been family friends since their schooling days. As they were having a chat, Harshana Rajakaruna and SM Marika joined in. Lanza too saw them and came up to Lucky and shook hands with him, saying, "I knew you by name but haven't met you before." Several government MPs too waved their hands at Sajith's top advisor. Mahindananda passed by, remarking, "Here is Tiran's remote control." Harshana asked Lucky, "What Mahindananda says is correct. Our boss and you always refer to Tiran Aya. You took Premasiri. When are you taking Minister Tiran?" With a smile, Tiran said he never gets asked so. Everyone had a hearty laugh when Lucky said he was not told that. Giving Lucky a pat on the back, Tiran left for an urgent meeting as the SJB trio proceeded to Sajith's office. Well, actor-politician Ranjan Ramanayake did say that all of them are friends. State Minister refuses to cross over despite offer to elder brother. There is this State Minister representing an electorate close to Mahiyangana, who has been a die-hard supporter of Mahinda. While some of his colleagues lean towards the Elephant Party, he and about half a dozen of others remain undeterred. So, a plan got underway to lure them, starting with this Uva province state minister. For that, an elder brother of his was offered a topmost position in the province, but that one has so far refused to budge. A non-happening northern presidential candidate. Indian External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar was in the island last week. also meeting with Tamil politicians from the northeast. One told him about plans to field a presidential candidate from the north. Upon hearing that, Jaishankar went red in the face and asked, "Are you serious?" Another intervened and said despite a proposal that will not happen as it is not practical. But the first one did not give up easily and asked India's top diplomat about what his government thinks about it. The prompt reply was, "No comment." Later, the politician who asked it was taken to task by his seniors. They noted that India would not agree at all to such a proposal and that it would only breach their trust with that government. Humiliated, the politician made his exit from the scene. Critics say the advantage from that will go to Ranil. That is because, despite criticism, Tamil politicians know that he is the only one with a clear-cut policy on national unity, reconciliation, and power sharing. That talk moved further during his Batticaloa tour. State Minister S. Veelendran pledged his support when Ranil met him at his home. First elected from the Tamil National Alliance, he contested the last election on the SLPP ticket. He is forming a party of his own too. Furthermore, he is the most popular politics tuition master in Batticaloa. Pilayan's TMVP is following suit. Welcomed to its headquarters there, Ranil was told that its Politburo decided to support him at the election. Shanakyam Rasamanikam too has had a meeting with him. While in Batticaloa, Ranil distributed Urumaya deeds, teacher appointments and unveiled several development projects. Ranil seems to have swept up Batticaloa votes. Ali Zahir Mulana, who took Karuna Aman to Colombo after he broke away from the LTTE too, pledged to support him. He met the president along with several unemployed youths. He was given an assurance on development work. Previously in Manna, he came in for praise from SJB's Rishad Bathiuddin. He also had cordial talks with the Jaffna political fraternity. He is confident of support from them all. On the 24th, Ranil met MPs at the presidential secretariat. Among them was Mahindananda, who inquired from him about his success in the north and the east. Ranil said with a big grin that everything would be fine once he pays another visit to Ampara and Trincomalee. Dolawata remarked that the president goes to the northeast, but AKD goes to London. He replied that he gets votes with development in the two provinces, but no votes can be gained by visiting London. While AKD is globe-trotting to raise funds, Ranil is engaged in development work. He is stabilising the economy and preparing for elections. After targeting Sarjith, is he targeting AKD now? It's too early to say for sure. That's it for today.